All right, you guys, welcome to the final round of the PPG tournament. We have Andres Torres. He's been running rampant. He's been tearing stuff up all day, losing dice roll, winning matches, not even dropping games. The guy's just playing insane out of his mind. Whereas we have Jeremy Mitchell, who went undefeated in Swiss, and he's still undefeated in Top Cut. This is insane. Is his curse going to break, or will he win the whole event? We have two powerhouses here, so let's see what's going on. They're both almost on the exact same deck. Jeremy is also on Shaddolls. He's on Dogmatika Invoked with Schism, so that's like the only Shaddolls engine in his deck, whereas Andreas is playing more of the Shaddolls main deck monsters like Ariel, Windy, stuff like that.
Yep, and Jeremy is actually playing one copy of Fleur de Lis and one copy of Maximus. This way he's able to utilize the Shaddolls Schism. So whoever sets up Winda is in a pretty good position.
Yeah.
But Andres can out the Winda
Correct.
because he
with
can
their own
use his own
schism.
schism.
Yep, they can. Yep.
It's
Oh, this is nuts. So he goes Servant, he goes Ash, he goes Gamma, and he goes Gamma.
That's
this is the finals we want to see right here.
Literally.
Like, this is what we want to
action.
see. This is action. And he's reading Servant and Gamma, and yeah, that's how that works. That's exactly how that works.
So Servant, and then he Ashed, he Gamma'd. So Gamma negated Gamma, Ash resolves against the Nadir Servant.
Yep.
So Ash is negating Nadir Servant while Jeremy has Gamma.
Correct.
So that is correct.
It's already an interesting final so far. So we're not sure what's going on with Andreas, but he's talking to the judge about something.
So
Okay, so he normal summons Hedgehog, and he
Super
super polys, uses the driver, uses the Gamma, so the driver gets banished at end phase, and the Hedgehog is going to make Construct, Chainlink 1, Hedgehog, Chainlink 2, and he just knows that he's trying to end the window here.
He's going to probably search Schism. No, he searches.
Jeremy has 3 cards in hand. It's going to be 4 when he draws for turn.
So that's an interesting super poly from Andres. He could have used his opponent's monsters to make a fusion.
Yep. You could have used your opponent's monsters to make a window on his turn.
Yeah.
But how possible was that? I don't know. I don't think I would have.
I don't think I would have super polyed.
Yeah, I don't think I would have super polyed. I probably would have saved it, especially when I know Jeremy's playing the same deck as me. Yeah. It's like, I'll just use your monsters for free when you attempt to build the board.
Yep.
I don't think it was terrible by Andres by any means, but I just don't think that was the most optimal play.
Andres put Jeremy on the knowledge that, I shouldn't put up 2 monsters because I would imagine he made super poly. Yep. So he's respecting Jeremy's knowledge in the game a little bit by using that super poly preemptively.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think. Sergio, no Crocs. No Crocs are allowed. Let's go. So he's normal summoning Alistair.
Yeah, so it looks like Jeremy opened like a little bit better than Andreas opened. Andreas opened still good as well, so like he can't complain. He opened Nadir Servant Gamma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and you were about to Gamma your opponent's Ash. So like at that point in your head, you think you're winning. Then they Gamma your Gamma, and then it goes downhill. You know what I mean? And Jeremy opened Gamma, Ash, Alistair, Desires. Oh, my Lord. What is going on? Like, he has one more card in hand before the Desires banish and draw. It's actually getting pretty insane. And he banishes an Ash. Looks like he banishes Fleur de Lis. I couldn't really tell. Yeah, but like we're saying, this is almost a mirror, not exactly a mirror. They both have their decks are built around the same inboard kind of, but their main decks are completely different. Jeremy's main deck in Ghost Bells and Ash Blossoms and Gammas and Nibirus, whereas Andreas is only main decking Nibirus and Ashes and Gammas.
Yeah, and now that Jeremy knows Andres is playing Shaddolls Invoked, now Jeremy might be scared to want a Maximus, because he can send Natis and Al Capone to set up his own Shaddolls plays, and actually he can send with Al Capone he can send a Shaddolls fusion and add that instead of just Jeremy being locked to only adding Schism.
Exactly.
So that adds another layer to the battle that we are.
So like
Maximus
is definitely a card you're siding out if you're Jeremy.
100%.
I'm siding out my Schism more than likely. I might keep it in depending on how you
gauge.
How lucky I think, like, if I'm gonna open Nadir like Ecclesia, or if I'm gonna open like Nadir Schism, like I'll definitely do that. But like at that point, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get a little too conditional with your cards. Like the
Yeah.
whole point of this deck is for every one card to work by itself. You know what I mean? Like Alster works by
Mm-hmm.
itself. Nadir works by itself. Ecclesia works by itself. And then
Yeah.
when you have multiple pieces of cards that work by themselves and you put them together, that's when they work even better and they get even stronger.
Yep. And another reason why I would imagine that Maximus be an auto cut is because if you're playing Dogmatika and Shaddolls, you know that there's at least one Natis on the
Yep.
field and there's at least one Alp Capone. So you
Yep.
can chain block the Natis and Alp Capone to make sure Alp Capone resolves. So even if you stick Mechaba, you're not going to
Yep,
negate
100%.
anything.
Yep, exactly.
And the Mechaba dies. So
Exactly.
yeah, Maximus is an auto side, I believe, in this matchup.
Is Andreas playing traps beside punishment or
Yep.
all hand traps? Yeah, Andreas is actually only on 2 punish. He's playing 4 traps total. He's on 2 punishment, 1 schism, and 1 race Shaddol. I can't remember exactly what race does. Target 1 Shaddol monster in your graveyard, special summon in face up or face down position.
That's its on-field effect.
Yeah, that's its on-field effect. And then in graveyard, you can banish this card and add 1 Shaddol monster from your graveyard and then activate one of these effects. Book a Moon a guy.
Oh, no. So you banish this card and 1 Shaddol card from your graveyard and then
you
activate
have
the
to banish
effect.
the card.
So
okay.
you change a face-down
It's
monster
Book
you
a Moon
control.
or Book a Tayu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only
Moon or
on
Book
your
a Tayu.
monsters. So
Right, okay.
that card's pretty useful,
Yeah.
situational, but it can definitely
I
come
can
up.
definitely see me playing one of it. Not anymore, though.
All right, so something not mech, but Agodes. That card's very, very good in simplified game states.
Yeah, 100%. And Andreas activates Schism for Construct.
So he's gonna, yep,
He banishes Nibiru and
out the
Hedgehog.
invoked monster, and then he's also gonna trigger Construct.
So that Augo guy he summons, what exactly does it do?
On summon, it, I believe, destroys. Let me see, invoked. So, if this card is special summoned or a monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, you target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. And once per turn, you can banish a fusion monster, and it gains that monster's attack. So on summon,
is it a reason that Construct didn't get popped?
because on summon, oh yes, because Schism, because it's like the same thing as DD Crowing a Benton in the graveyard. Schism is the card that actually removes Agoides. On summon,
I see.
yeah, it's not on the field to resolve
Yep.
when it's attempting to activate.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Daniel. That's what he did. He activated Schism on the after the activation of the Invoked engine.
Yep.
And Jeremy,
This does not look good for Jeremy here.
dude, shit. Andres is literally tearing it up with this deck. It is
Yeah.
so crazy. So that's 5K, 72, 82 if he has a Alistair in his hand to pump up a Makaba. So that would be game on board if he has a Alistair in his hand, which I'd imagine so because he just had it back in vacation. So, yeah, that'd be game. Oh, no, that's Construct. That Construct cannot attack directly, so
No,
that
'cause
is
it
not
was made
game.
off of Schism.
Oh, yeah, it
He
looked like
can't
a
attack.
Mechaba.
Yeah, he can't attack. It was made off of Schism.
Yeah.
He has Mechaba, Beast, and a Construct. Oh, that's game. Ecclesia's game. What's booked? Do you know what's booked on Andres' side of the field?
Um,
I
that
think it's
one I
something
don't
he
know.
summoned off of Windy. I can't remember what he summoned off of Windy.
Yeah, that one I don't know. Oh, chat actually has something. We need to actually figure out when Schism was used on the Agoides.
So he goes summon Agoides. Then
Because of Meltdown. Meltdown doesn't let you respond to summons. He did clarify that the Schism was used in response to the invocation ad from the graveyard. The judge had verified that previously. Both players knew exactly what they were doing, so everything was legal.
If you're Jeremy, you have Invocation, Ouster on board, one random card in hand. Well, 2 cards in hand, but one's random.
Yeah, if there's a fire monster, this could be potentially.
Where do you go to try to make a Purga Trio here? Don't you just turn your Ouster into Almirage?
Yep. But I don't even know if Purg can actually do it for him.
Purg beats over everything but Ecclesia
and Construct because it's special summon monster.
Oh, yeah, correct. This is a really, really good match.
For real. This is 2 high caliber players, 2 unique decks.
Jeremy's Mitchell, he's actually the guy who beat me for my YCS win. In the finals, I drew 2 Ash Blossom and just became a YCS champion. But he's been my friend ever since then. He's a really cool dude. He's all right to meet.
Yeah, Jeremy's nice. Jeremy's awesome.
One thing about Jeremy is I've learned from watching him playing against him a bunch of times. He's really good at playing with a very little amount of cards. So
he can turn a lot. I mean, a little into a lot.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Jay Bogley, my boy. I've been waiting to see you all day. Love Papa Bogley.
Yes, Bling brother.
Yes, sir. Mr. Roshi.
Oh, God, yes. And Jeremy scoops it up.
Yes, sir.
All right, so game 1 going to Andres. Dude, Andres is tearing it up. He only lost 1 game.
Yeah, so Jeremy is the only person to beat him in Swiss, so they already knew what each other were on. They knew what kind of techs were in each other's decks. They played in Swiss, and it looks like Andreas is going to be Victorian this time.
Well, we don't know. Game 2 and 3. Oh man, Schism could go up. That card probably will go up.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd imagine again Jeremy's going to side out his Maximus engine.
Of course.
Yep. So let's see the side deck. So Andres won, so he's going to go second. So let's see. I don't know. Droll and Lock maybe.
So Jeremy has Ice Dragon's Prisons, which seemed good in the mirror match. You're playing. I can get rid of your Shaddolls cards. I can get rid of your Construct, stuff like that. It doesn't seem insane, but it seems like I play enough cards that are 1-for-1s in my deck to where I can side out cards like Gamma, which aren't going to be good going first. He also sides Feather Duster, Lightning Storms, and Cosmics. I don't really see anything becoming too impactful except for Cosmic, because if you notice how Andre's been playing all day, he's been looping Schism on his opponent's turn, on his turn, on his opponent's turn, on his turn. So I feel if you can remove Schism completely from the game state, it kind of maybe throw Andreas off a little bit, because it hasn't happened to him all day. Throw his game plan off, make him just think for a second wait, oh my God, nobody's done this all day. I literally haven't seen anybody get rid of his Schism all day. Once Schism is activated, it's just sat there all day.
Yeah, and every time I've seen Schism activated, I think he only lost 1 game with that card on the board. And Andres himself is citing 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, so he understands the power level of the card and is prepared for the mirror match.
Exactly.
So that card is definitely going to come in as well. And Lancey is going to come in for Andres, too, to stop the Invoked engine and Shaddolls engine at some point. So
and that low-key might be a little better for Jeremy, too, if he takes out the Shaddolls cards and Andreas puts in the Lanciers. The only thing the Lanciers are really stopping is Ouster for the turn. If you still have your Dogmatika cards, you can still play through a Lancier without a problem, you know what I mean? So that's also putting Andreas down a card without actually even starting his turn.
Yeah, so, I mean, realistically, Jeremy takes out the Shaddolls engine. I mean, takes out the Shaddolls engine and just relies on that, because both these decks can play through a Mechaba. Jeremy's deck essentially now is becoming Mechaba and Ecclesia with Fleur de Lis. That's what the deck's doing. Instead of ending on Ecclesia with Maximus, and the Shaddolls trap, he's going to end on Ecclesia Fleur-de-Lis or Punishment. So that deck, I think Andres has a better going second game than Jeremy does because, again, main deck Super Poly, and he's going to have access now to Cosmic Cyclone, Lancia to stop Macabre from resolving. Definitely going to be an interesting game, too, once the side decks are involved for both players.
I don't never pop Schism, Carter. I don't even know where you saw that at. Carter, you're like 15 minutes behind, bro. You are like so behind, bro.
Yeah, everything that's going on is legal so far. We verified with the judge. He knows what he's doing. All right, so we are on game 2, and looks like Jeremy is going to be taking first.
Yes, sir.
Looks like a Nadir Servant in his hand. Oh! Jeremy made Andres go first.
That's kind of smart. There's really like nothing like he's doing.
Like we said, Jeremy took out his Shaddolls card.
Exactly.
So I think it would be better for him to go second.
Exactly. There's really nothing like Jeremy's doing.
That was a good mind game.
First to make him like to just win him the game turn 1. Like.
Yep.
Someone said Andres is going crazy carrying Shaddolls on his back. Yeah, I guarantee another Shaddolls player would not have made it this far, like with the exact same ways. He said he's going to force me to play the deck. Man, if you were good, you should play it yourself. This is Andres' backpack deck. He's supposed to be playing Dragon Maids. He's supposed to be playing
his real deck.
This ain't even his real deck. Andres is supposed to be playing Chamber Maids.
Yeah, so Macabre pass Gamma. Oh, he negated with Macabre.
Yep.
I am so hyped from this final. Let's go.
Yeah, this final is really skillful.
Now it just doesn't look good for Jeremy. He's out of his normal summon.
But he's fine, though. He has talents.
Yeah.
You can talents take the Macabre, and then if you have another monster in hand, you push. Oh no, he needs an invocation. He needs a lot to do that way. Do you just draw 2?
It depends on the other cards in his hand.
Because you know he has another Alistair in hand because he got rid of Gamma instead of Alistair.
This isn't even his final form. Let's see, he's desiring.
Matthew and Minnow was roasting Carter. They said he can't read and he's calling all these people in chat bad. That's funny. Somebody said this is crazy. Yeah, this final's lit. Someone said there's a Cosmic Cyclone in hand. Oh, we were just talking about that. You love to see it. You love to see it to stop the schism. That's really, really good. I see Tactics, Desire. Oh, he has Desires, Alistair, Tactics.
He already Desires just now.
Oh, he just did. Jeremy just did?
Yeah, so I guess he drew another Desires. Yikes.
You hate to see that.
The talents is going to be clean. Oh, he got drolled.
Yep, so he has to take it. Oh, he's taking the card out. Oh, take the Alistair. Take the Alistair. Take the Alistair. You take the Alistair here.
Super Poly.
But you can't play it. Like, he continues to play with Alistair. Invocation? Okay, so you do have enough. Yeah, you take Super Poly if you take Super Poly if you can deal with the Alistair next turn and get rid of the Macabre this turn.
But now,
if you can't, I'm 100% getting rid of the Alistair.
But now he has to have a monster that's 3,500 attack or more because Alistair can pump.
Exactly.
So he can go Algoides to out it.
Yeah, that gets him back. What card did he use to make use Invocation to make the Macabre? I don't know why I thought that was Construct for a second.
Raijin.
Hey, that is Raijin. Hey.
I think Alistair buffs defense though. Let me look.
Jeremy will know right now. You should definitely check on that. I can't remember. Someone said Desires into Desires, the classic. Yeah, you hate
it increases defense.
Yeah, so
Jeremy,
the book. I don't think the book. Well, I'm pretty sure Jeremy knows. I don't think he's gonna attack and just
but
crash. But I don't see why the book was there.
I would have Algoides. No.
Oh, he just wants to keep the Alistair in hand. Because if he does, right. So I know why he did that. So he books him. And he attacks. No, so like
Or-
he books the Mechaba, and if he discards the Alistar off the Mechaba to pump it up, he doesn't have a play for next turn. And he has Gamma in hand with the Mechaba on board, and you have a Raijin. And then you go Raijin effect to book, and then he has to get rid of Gamma,
Yeah.
and then you're like you have all these cards still, and all he has on board is a Mechaba and one random draw for turn. And he drew an Alistar for turn. Oh, actually, no, that's the one he
That's
had.
one,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the one he had. So he has Alistar. He has Alistar, Gamma,
And blank.
well, now he has Invocation, Gamma, and Blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What's Andreas have banished so far?
Just draw.
I couldn't tell if that was Jeremy's role because he made the Raijin.
Well, yeah, he used Andre's draw to make the
Okay,
Raijin.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Cosmic's
Hey,
the invocation.
yes, sir. You love to see it.
Yes.
I love when people do that. Cosmic on Invocation, on the Drytron Ritual spell, on Schism. That's so
That's
good,
next level,
bro.
yeah.
It's so good. I do that all the time.
Yeah,
That's
same.
so good, and nobody ever does that. Like, Drytron plays one ritual. Like, I Cosmic the Ritual spell all the time. They just scoop. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't know. They be like, oh, my God, I can't play for the rest of the game. Like, yeah, I know you can't play for the rest of the game. Like, hey, much love, Thomas Morrison. Much love, Todd.
Now he's debating on what to fusion summon after that. After that Cosmic.
Yeah, I'd be debating too because you're not getting a follow up. So this has to stick. This really has to stick. Is that
Summon
construct?
oh, he fusion summon
Yeah,
constructs.
he used
Yep.
everything in his hand. He doesn't
Yep.
have any cards in hand.
He's banishing the Alistar.
That's smart. But he can add back his banished Alistar off of Invocation
Yep.
if he ends up getting one engraved. For Anaconda. He's going for the Shaddolls fusion play. Did I get the Zoo Brigade profile? No, I didn't get any profiles. I will whatchamacallit. I'll try to get a bunch of profiles after this. It says he can't do that construct. It's not an Invoked fusion. He can't do what? Make a Verte Anaconda?
Oh, Invocation is only a fusion spell for invoked monsters if you banish. If you're using it as an actual polymerization, you use it from the hand, but he did use monsters from the hand.
Yeah, he did. He used
He used his whole hand.
Yeah, he used his whole hand. He kept Alistar on the field.
Oh, no, you can't book your opponent's monsters. Oh, you're just reading.
Can't book the Predator Plan to Darken Rim Dam construct. Booked himself. Yeah, you could book yourself. You all didn't know that? That's why you would go instant fusion for Raijin and Goki and book Raijin.
Yeah.
Like playing against Tricksters. I do that all the time. Booking yourself is really smart, so now your Shaddolls fusion doesn't resolve. What's the event for tomorrow?
Half case tournament.
Yep.
Starting at 2 p.m.
What was his Shaddolls monster? It was something irrelevant. I can't remember, but it was in hand. I couldn't see it.
Yeah,
He banished his opponent Alistar. He can't do that. He didn't banish his opponent's Alistar for the construct, did he? Oh yeah, he can. Oh no, he can't. It has to be poly from hand if you're making a construct, right?
Yeah.
So if I use invocation,
Oh, hold on. Let's.
yeah, if I use invocation, he should. The only difference is he should have
I ain't seeing none.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I was looking. I was like, "There's no way that was like he used Ariel for Alistair. He didn't
We
banish
keep
it with
thinking that they
Invitation.
don't know what they're doing, and
Yeah.
like these are high-level
That's
players
what I'm
and a
saying.
great
Like,
judge.
like chat, like y'all gotta understand. Like they know what they're doing.
I want to make sure, of course, but yeah.
Why not
generally
use
they know.
Verte? He did use Verte on Shaddolls Fusion, and he chained the Raijin. Thank you, Chemical Chobo. Dang, no desires to try to draw a monster to negate the construct. Sometimes you hold them and you fold them. And it's just one of them times. So on board he has, that looks like a construct in the Vertana construct. So he's going to flip the Raijin this time. He has Raijin Mechaba. In his hand he has, is that another Talents? I can't tell. It might be a Desires or another Talent still. Looks like Talents. Yeah, Talents, Alistair, and... Oh, he's going to Talents right now.
There we go. 2 talents. Let's go.
He's going to draw 2, and he draws Meltdown, and it looks like another Alistair. Ew. He said this is the best PPG final, so we're really glad
Literally.
y'all enjoy it. Yeah, this is a very skillful final.
Makes me want to pick back up Invoked and give it a go.
I was just talking
Like-
about that outside. I was like, Nadirs are about to go up to $100.
Oh my god, again, yeah. They were up at 100 at one
Yep.
point, and then
Dropped down
averaged
to
out at
80.
85.90.
Yep.
Oh man.
Like this deck just has a really, really good virtual world matchup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like being able to take this deck into a locals filled up with people playing virtual world, and they all like, they're like, oh, the virtual world best deck, and you just go in Shaddolls and just beat them. I know that's like a wholesome feeling. You know what I mean? You just
And,
go
in
and like,
and against Rytron.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like it has a really good matchup. Like
Oh, actually, let me see.
I think he has a better matchup versus Rytron than virtual world. To be
He
honest.
doesn't have, like, I actually would be, in the extra deck, I would actually play something that literally fuses the Herald with another monster.
Construct.
He has to have another Shaddol.
Oh, yeah,
Super Poly
yeah.
can only have on field.
Yeah, that's like what he was going with. A lot of his plays was going like normal summon, Shaddol, and then
Okay,
Super
yeah.
Poly. But like, yeah, I see what you mean. Like where you can just go Shaddol, Super Poly, and get rid of their Herald and something else. So like
Yeah.
maybe a Mud Dragon, then make your Mud Dragon light.
Yeah.
So like you can use it for your Shaddolls. Someone said, imagine killing your own Mechaba. He could have negated the Mechaba and banished it. I mean, the construct, that's what I thought he was going to do.
Alright, so Invocation shuffles adds back Alistair.
This is a really good game. I can't really tell who's like. It looks like Andreas is even, but Jeremy just has enough cards to keep putting up a fight. But you got to remember, Jeremy has a lot. He has a lot of cards in hand, but the cards in his hands are multiples. He has, he has 2 Alistair in his hand. I'm pretty sure, or it's either 2 Alistair or Alistair Driver.
Looks like they're just doing life points now. Now it just looks like it's just... Is that a construct over there? Yeah. And he passes with just a construct.
Well, I mean, at this point, Andreas he's passed a lot of turns. He hasn't really used too much of his engine. He's just been recycling the same amount of cards. And when you're in an even game state like this, I think that's like correct the majority of the time. You don't want to waste anything as long as you're like doing a decent chunk of damage every turn and you're putting your opponent on, like, you can't have too much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes it is like okay to just get the game over with right then and there and not waste
Yeah.
too much time, you know what
Absolutely. Like again, like in one of the previous Easter matches, someone was being too conservative and lost because of
I
it.
mean? Yep.
Right now, like the dog Invoked deck can just kill you out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So both of these decks can kill you out of nowhere. So if you have a shot for game, I would go for it.
Yeah.
And I'm just not an ending on just a construct. I don't know how well that's gonna pan out. Well, yes, Makaba isn't out to construct. There's just no real. So
That's gonna make
secure Gardner.
And next card's gonna be Invocation.
So look at Jeremy has like 6 or 7 cards in his hand.
Yeah, it looks like they're all the same though. You know what I mean? So like, I don't see like him doing a lot with all of those cards unless
actually,
he has like multiple Alistairs.
what do you? Oh no, Meltdown's on the field.
multiple Invocations.
I was gonna say.
He can't negate it because of Meltdown.
Well, no. I was saying he can use the Shaddolls trap in the graveyard to flip his Algoides back face up.
Is that Resh engraved?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a piece of interruption.
So is he gonna slam the Invocation first? Yes, sir. That's the next play, Invocation.
Let's see, banishes Alistair and I didn't see what else got banished. Is it Purg? I can't tell. Like glare.
Alistair and it was Alistair and a light, I think. No, it's a fire. That's a Purgatrio.
It is Purg, yeah.
Yeah, it's Purgatrio. Yeah, he banished Almirage. So he's board clearing. But won't Construct just pop the Purgatrio anyway?
Yes, it will. So if he's trying to out the construct, Makaba might have been a better play.
Yeah.
So now he just doesn't have an out to the. Oh, is that just lethal?
Oh, there's no way it's just lethaling over Alistair. That's crazy.
Double Alistair.
And then into the AUG? Is that game into the AUG?
AUG might
See,
be weak
it would
source.
help. Like we would know exactly what would, like if we knew their exact life. Cause he just gained 2K to that Purgatrio off the Alstairs, right? He used double Alistair F, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it looked like they doing live. It looked like Jeremy stole it. Looked like Jeremy stole his game.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
that's
it's
not game. It's a
but-
game. Nope. I wonder exactly what's life at, because I'm pretty sure Jeremy just probably put him at almost under lethal. Like,
It had to have been like hundreds off.
yeah. it
Like,
had
that's
to
a
be.
lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And he has Alistair again. Yikes. Call by the Grave Alistair? Call by the Grave Alistair.
That's gas. Oh my God, that's gas. Oh my God,
gosh.
that's gas. That's actually insane. That
But
should
construct
be the next
outs
game.
the crash, and then construct outs the Purg. Yep. Oh, that's a
But he can't
schism.
construct this turn because he called by. I mean, he can't
can
Alistair.
Alistair.
Yeah, he can't Alistair his turn. So he has to have a hard invocation in hand. And I don't see an invocation in his hand.
I see Ecclesia and Fleur de
I think
Lis.
it's called by beat itself.
He activated Meltdown to search Alistair.
I think it's called by beat itself. That's actually insane. I look, you think it's called by beat itself. And then he schismed. He passed. He tried to pass and then he schismed.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Shaddolls.
no. Imagine calling by an Alistair and then, like, being the correct play, and then you just getting your board wiped by a construct, and then not being able to use your Alistair on your turn. It looks like he has one more Alistair left in hand. Andreas is going to win a finals 2-0? Is it going to happen?
Oh, man. Dude, this is crazy. I called
This
it,
is
too. That was a
insane.
schism. Oh, man.
Yeah, you did say it. You did say it. You said to flip the AUG.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
rest flip the AUG, and then you already have the schism. Yeah, that would have been nasty. That would have been really
Yeah.
nasty.
That's why I was surprised that he didn't do that. I'm surprised he didn't. Oh, now.
Someone said
he
if only this construct didn't kill a Mechable for free. Construct go burr.
He has Fleur Ecclesia in his hand, ain't it?
And he's going to Gamma the Alistair.
Uh,
I think we're okay with that. At this point, I think we're okay with that.
yeah. This game is not over yet.
No, not at all. Jeremy is holding on. Like, he's trying. What level are constructs? 8?
8.
Oh, he's about to make a whole Harbinger. Got the whole store watching this finals behind Andreas and behind Jeremy. This is a really packed play. This is insane.
Yep, so Construct's gonna send Beast. Draw a card.
Someone said, I don't want to hear anyone complain about the meta. Just bought 3 Shaddolls structure deck and some Invoked. I guess that's the game plan, right?
Yeah, dog, and some schisms.
And
yeah.
some schisms. All you need is one.
Get the schisms, man, before they go up.
Somebody said the deck choices are a big surprise. Well, yeah, Andreas is a really, really good deck builder, and he never really listens to, like, what the majority of the mass says if he thinks it's incorrect. Someone said scoop phase. I wouldn't scoop yet. They've been playing back and forth. Jimmy's been playing really well. Sometimes you got to know when to scoop and when not to scoop. Invocation could just be a huge turnaround for Jeremy right here.
He only plays one perk, right?
Yes. Yes. He plays double Mechaba, 1 perk, double Natis, and double Titan Clad.
Yeah, so I guess he's just going to make Mechba.
This will be his last one if he does. How many Mechaba does Andreas play?
2.
Yeah, he plays 2 as well.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. Or he could be making Algoides. Did Jeremy already use Algoides this game?
No, Jeremy didn't, but Andreas did.
That outs Construct. That outs 1 Construct. So what happened?
And the constructs can't attack directly. They were both schismed.
Yeah, he's going to summon Algoides to
Yeah.
pop a Construct, preferably the one that can attack directly, if any. Yep, that one. And now he's going to banish or return to add invocation, and then he can pump. Yeah, Jeremy just needs a little bit of damage.
Yeah, he does.
Like, Andres is at, like, the tip of the iceberg, like, super, super low.
Like, that's a gravity control on board, right? That just stopped damage.
I think it... Oh, sorry. I think
Oh,
it
you're
does have
good.
a... let me see.
I can't remember if that's the one that bounces the guys from the... Like, if he attacks
Yeah,
the
I
dude.
think that's gravity. Yeah.
And he uses Schism.
If this card in the extra monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster in the main monster zone at the start of damage, if this card battles a monster in the extra monster zone, you can return both this and that monster. So
Yeah, I figured it was the bounce. I just couldn't remember which link to it was.
that card is crazy.
Yeah, the bounce is really good.
So he summoned Winda in defense.
Yeah, he used the gravity controller and the squirm. I mean, the dragon.
And the Shaddolls is in play now. Actually activating the card. So now he's going to fusion summon Mechaba to out the constructs. This game just keeps going back and forth, back and
100%.
forth. This is great Yu-Gi-Oh.
This is really good, YuGiOh.
Andre's like, what you doing, papito? Wind is going to add back Schism or Resh. Okay. And Makaba is going to negate, discarding Fleur de Lis.
Punishment. Here we
Jeez
go.
Louise.
Here we go. Natis pop.
And
And
there
that's
we
the
go.
game. Andreas is the
Andreas is the
champion.
champion.
Andreas is the PPG regional champion with Shaddolls.
Wow.
You really, really hate to see it. Punishment is just so strong. Shaddolls bumping heads in the finals. You know, we both have them going to Ecclesia. You know, if you don't have your Nadirs now, I definitely get them sooner than later.
And Schisms.
And Schisms. As you see, that was like most of the game-winning card.
Yeah.
The deck's very skillful, though. Don't think you'll just pick it up and win. You will have a couple free wins, you know, just something to win at some time. But other than that, it's pretty much just Andreas being skillful. That's what we get from today. We saw that. No downside to Jeremy at all. He went undefeated in Swiss, almost went undefeated in Top Cut as well. That means he would have went undefeated the entire day without dropping a match. But unfortunately, the person he loses the finals to is the same person he beat in Swiss. But, you know, that's just YuGiOh luck.
Yeah.
It happens. We're going to try to get Andreas in here for champion interview real quick. I'm going to let you, I'll let you talk to him this time, so I'll go get him.
Sure. Alrighty, Papito, PPG Regional #2 champion. How you feeling, boss? Oh, put one of those on so we can hear you.
Really nice.
Oh, move over a little bit. There we go. All right, so played Dog Invoked Shaddolls. Now, I heard from the blessing that you left your deck at home, and that's the only reason why you played this deck.
Yeah.
How did you go into the event with the mindset of playing Virtual World and just have to switch it up to this?
I was going to play Dragon Mage.
Oh, Dragon, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
I tried to find it, and like this morning, everyone said, "No, I don't have the cards." So the only deck that I have on me was the Shaddolls. So I said, all right, I'm going to play Shaddolls.
All right, good. So we noticed that it was interesting on your deck list that you only had one Dogmatika monster in your deck, one Ecclesia. What was the reasoning behind that? Not adding maybe a Fleur de Lis or a second copy?
Like I don't wanna break on Fleur or Maximus. Like I want all my hands to be like the most consistent possible. So just one Ecclesia, so I can keep recycling from graveyard was super fine.
Perfect. And any notable matchups from today? You played 7 rounds of Swiss.
Yeah, like I lost it. My only loss in Swiss was against Jeremy, and now like that was like a GOAT match. Like it was super grind, but I know how to play the mirror match, so it was fine.
Yeah, definitely. And you played again 2 matches with him, so going into this finals, you knew exactly what you were up against, know exactly how to play around certain things. Definitely was a great match, even though it was a 2-0. Definitely one of the great matches and great finals of this PPG. Anything you would want to change on your deck list going forward?
To be honest, like nothing, but like I side in the same 5 cards like most of the rounds, the 3 Lancia and the 2 Skullmasters. So maybe if I can find room, I can just put some Lances in main deck. But for now, the main deck was super good.
All right. And we did notice, again, you made Super Poly, and curious, how did that go against Drytron when they ended full board?
It is the main reason of the card. Like, the only reason that I run Super Poly is just to beat the Herald.
Yeah, normal summon a Shaddolls and Super Poly with their monster.
Or even with the Alistair, you can go into Makaba. So.
All right. Any other questions you had for me, or anything to say to the viewers who watched your matches?
No, like everyone was like screaming about the Lancia and the Gamma, but no, it was fine. Like the monster just get banished in the next end phase, so everything was good.
Yeah. There was a couple questions, but we got that all situated. The judge knew what he was doing. You guys obviously knew what you were doing. High caliber players. Again, thank you so much for coming and giving us this interview. Congratulations again. And this is it. Signing out. Bling Blau.